All right, week 15 picks, lads. Pilch, do you want to start us off, mate? Oh, yeah, I'll look at how we did last week. I think we did all right. Not as good as the week before, but we'll get back on the horse this week. Pilch, sure bet of the week.
Yeah,
Who we
so
going
there's
here?
a few absolute guarantees like the Jets, but I've avoided those ones. I've gone a bit more value, and that's Indy over Houston. I don't think there's any chance Houston win this. It's in Indy, so yeah, absolute guarantee.
That's a bold call, actually. Out of all the gimmies you could have picked, I rate it
But
there.
I've purposely avoided the gimmies.
Yeah, respect. We're actually haven't lost a sure bet yet, so respect. Curtis, sure bet of the week, mate. Do you want to pick a game here that you think is an absolute gimme for the side?
Well, unlike Pilch, I actually would like to select a definite sure.
Yeah,
sure
mine
bet,
is a
mate.
gimme as well.
Mate, mine is a gimme. Let's be real.
It's not.
So I'm gonna
Okay,
back
80
in
to 20.
the Ravens over the Jags.
Yeah, respect.
Great
To
call.
be fair, the Jags haven't been that bad. They had a stinker on the weekend, but before then they were kind of in good form. So not. Yeah, we'll cop that, but definitely a gimme. Mine is 100% a gimme. The Steelers to beat the Bengals. The Bengals not really sure what's happening with their quarterbacks. I think Brandon Allen could be injured, but Steelers 2 losses on the trot, but they can't lose this one, can they? The Bengals just got pumped by the Cowboys 30-7, so have also scored 10 or less in 4 of their last 5. So yeah, if the Steelers lose this one, they probably don't deserve to make the playoffs at all. Probably should be kicked out. But yeah, sure bet of the week. We haven't lost one yet, so feel free to just put money on them and send us a cut. Upset of the week.
Do a
Pilch.
multi with all our 3 sure bets. Actually, get a bit of value. But upset of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually struggled with this week. It wasn't.
Yeah, I've only predicted one upset,
and I've gone with I've actually gone with the G-Men over Cleveland. It's a big call, but I don't know. I think last week was just a bit of a down week for the G-Men, and they'll bounce back. Hopefully, Danny Dimes is fitter this week, and yeah, could see it happening. It's in New York as well.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Kurt, do you back that or not at all?
Not at all. Worst call I've ever made.
Nah, this week is tough upsets. I'll give it to him. Curtis, do you have one for us?
I mentioned it before, and I'm going to say it again. Washington's a sneaky chance to beat the Seahawks. They match up very well, I think, and feel like if they can get themselves in Russell's face, mate, who knows what might happen. So let's watch.
Not going to lie, that's great value. I'm pretty sure they were paying $3, and it's in Washington.
I don't get it. Everyone's like on their bandwagon, but the odds just aren't showing it. Like last week, I mentioned that they were underdogs against the 49ers, and I actually picked them in the spread, and it got me up. But my upset of the week is, I mentioned it earlier, I think the Eagles are winning out from here, and that means they will be beating the Arizona Cardinals this week. The Cardinals are $1.34 favorites, or minus 294, whatever that is. I don't even get American odds, but yeah, the Cardinals dispatched the Giants, but before that they had lost 4 in a row, including a loss to the Patriots. The Eagles have been pretty bad all year, but they never get blown out, so I reckon they've got that foundation there, and I think Hurts providing a bit of an offensive spark can get them over the line. They put up 24 against the Saints defense, who is arguably the number 1 in the comp. And yeah, Hurts could be a hit and miss player, especially given it's so early in his career. But yeah, I'm hopping on. Why not? I'm not really sure why the Cardinals are paying $1.34, to be honest. But yeah, I'm backing in Philly. All aboard. I've actually got kind of Philly colours on here, so get around me, lads. All right, game spread. Kurt, I don't know if you've got this, but we'll get your opinions on ours if you haven't. Pilch, what game spreads are you liking here?
Yeah, so I've got 3 guarantees here. First up, Detroit plus 10.5 against the Titans. Detroit are not that bad ever since they got the new coach. They beat the Bears and got within 7 against the Packers. Titans aren't as good as the Packers, and they've got 10.5 points handicap, so not sure why it's that big, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I backed them in last week and it got me the dub. So yeah, can't. And that was against a better team. So
Exactly.
can't see why not. What else you got, mate? I'll go after you because I've
All right.
got bulk once
All right.
again.
So next up, G-Men plus 4.5 against the Browns. Bar last week, the Giants always make it close. So even if they don't get up, I could see them coming within 4.5 points. And lastly, Miami minus 2.5 against the Patriots. This is a sure thing, in my opinion. Cannot see the Patriots beating the Dolphins, and all they need to do is win by 3 points. So hop on it.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about the Patriots because they beat the Cardinals and then they smashed the Chargers, but then they got destroyed last week. So I'm a bit scared to bet against them. But yeah, I've got the Dolphins at minus 2.5 as well. I've also got the Packers at minus 8.5. I don't usually get around a favorite, but I think anything under 10 for the Packers is pretty solid value. Chiefs minus 3.5. They are against the Saints defense, but yeah, I still back them in just because it's the Chiefs. And then the Eagles at plus 6.5. Obviously, I think they're winning, so I think the score will be within that margin. And then I've gone for two blowouts that I think might not be that big, but the Jags at plus 13.5 and the Jets at plus 17. They're pretty large
Plus
numbers.
17.
So, yeah,
Jesus Christ.
they're pretty large numbers, and we've seen I've pretty much bet on those two every week, and I think it's worked all but every week except for last. So yeah, I can't see why that can't get up again, or at least one of them. We've been pretty successful as well. So get around us, lads. All right, time for some stat predictions. Kurt, who's going to have more passing yards? Trubisky against the Vikings or Cousins against the Bears?
Cousins.
Pilch,
Yeah,
who do you reckon?
Cousins.
All right, rushing yards. Kurt, Swift and Peterson combined versus the Titans or Henry versus the Lions?
Henry versus Lions.
Pilch.
Yeah, Henry.
All right,
I'm
takeaways.
going to go for 350.
Yeah, you actually could, to be honest. That's kind of dangerous.
You can put your house on it, boys. So just, yeah, anyone out there, put some money on that.
Yeah, well, it's probably not a market. It's probably not a betting thing because the odds
Just
would be
just
$1
take Henry's overs for rushing
Yeah.
yards.
Takeaways. Who's going to force more turnovers, the Patriots or the Dolphins playing against each other? If you
Dolphins.
Dolphins, Hundy.
Yeah, defense has been on a tear. Who's going to have more receptions, Metcalf or McLaurin? Once again, versing each other. So
More receptions.
yeah, not yards, just receptions.
That's a saucy one because by the last 2 weeks, McLaurin's a reception beast and Metcalf is a yards beast. I'm gonna go McLaurin.
Pilch?
Yeah, mate. McLaurin's been disgusting the last 2 weeks, but I'm going to go McLaurin because Seahawks past D, it's improved, but it's still it's not elite, so he'll get it done.
Total yards from scrimmage, Kurt, J.K. Dobbins or James Robinson?
They're playing each other, right?
Yeah.
It will be James Robinson just purely because J.K. Dobbins has to compete with, is it Edwards? I think Edwards.
Yes.
But at a pure talent, I'm gonna back J.K. Dobbins is a better running back than Robinson, but Robinson will have more yards.
Saucy.
Toey. Pilch?
Yeah, definitely Robinson for scrimmage yards.
All right, and finally, over or unders, will Tyreek Hill break 60 yards against the Saints?
Yes.
Overs.
All right, fair play is going to tear them apart. Well, to be fair, it's over 60 is not really tearing it apart for his standards. All right, and then I'll quickly get your quickfire picks on the games we haven't mentioned. There's actually quite a few. Kurt, Thursday night's game, LA Chargers versus the Raiders.
I'm gonna back the Raiders.
Pilch?
Yeah, Raiders.
Bills, Broncos. It's probably
Bills.
I'll try and steer clear of those ones. But the 49ers, Cowboys, do we think the Cowboys are a chance there?
No, I don't think they're a chance. So I'll be backing in my Niners.
Mate,
all right.
Raheem Mostert, 300 yards.
He's been in shocking form, though. But Vikings, Bears, who have we got in that one? Big game, big playoff implications.
Vikings.
It's a tough game. Like, that's a tough game to pick. I'm going to go the Vikings as well, just because I put them in my playoff bracket. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears get something done that particular day.
Vikings, I was elite.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, I've talked about it enough. Once again, some fantasy bias from Pilch, but we'll just skip that one. Philly or Arizona?
Like, worst call I've ever heard, but anyway. Philly, Arizona. Cardinals.
I'm going to back in Philly.
Yeah, nice. I don't know what's going on with the schedule this week. There's like 12 games at 5 a.m. There's only 4 games that aren't. That's shocking.
There's Sunday games this week.
Oh, yeah. I've just seen that.
Disgraceful.
That's actually... How's that disgraceful? That's decent, but we just have cricket, which bums it. But
Exactly.
But no,
Can't watch my boy Aaron Jones cop 6
well.
points.
Another fantasy bias, but I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was a fantasy podcast. I thought this one was real life. But
Is what it is, mate. Is what it is.
But yeah, thanks for coming on, boys. It's been a fun episode. Bit of a change up, getting someone else around. I'm sure we'll have you back on soon in the future, Kurt. Been a pleasure chatting to both of you, and yeah, enjoy week 15 of the NFL. Cheers, boys.
Indeed. Ciao, boys.
Indeed. Indy.
Been a pleasure.
Queensland! It's a miracle! Oh, yeah! What about that one? No! Unbelievable! Balotelli! Aguero! Crowd cheers. Here's Siddle.